Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Hunter Exposed, Akibos, and I hope you're having a fantastic great day. And we're finally back out with a brand new review on the latest chapter of My Hero Academia, chapter 235. And finally, we're seeing the origins of Shigaraki, or what happened in his backstory, his past. And a lot of guys could guess this. I think I brought something up similar in my previous review. I was talking about how his sister Hana brings up, like how things are going on with his father. And what we saw in today's chapter is basically the reason why our boy Shigaraki is cold, or should I say savvy. And once again, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all the support we can get. We're growing pretty slow, but I haven't grinded my theories yet, so once I get those out there, the growth should be a lot better. But I appreciate all the support we can get, and be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If not, just give me some feedback. So as usual, we're going to do this page by page, and I loved how it started. We still have our fight going on between Shigaraki and Destro. And Destro brings up something pretty clean. So he's fighting Shigaraki right here, and he just talks about his power itself. So he uses a certain ability known as Overload Cluster, which is his Kamehameha in its own sense. So he shoots this like energy, and Shigaraki actually ended up grabbing onto it and using his decay onto it, and that is actually amazing itself. But anyway, Destro was surprised and shocked with that. He's saying like, yo, I've done this since I was a child. I've made this like my special move. I've worked on this. This is my craft. But this kid just noticed everything in a sec. And he even brings up that it's not something that can be dodged so casually. But our boy Shigaraki just decayed the shit out of his ability. Now first, I just want to talk about Shigaraki itself. When we first saw Shigaraki and his ability, I didn't think much of it. But now that it's been broken down and things like this is happening, bro, it's actually really good. Imagine him fighting someone like Todoroki, and Todoroki's trying to shoot his goddamn ice blast at him, and he's just there decaying his ability. But I still do believe that it's got its weakness at the same time, because I think it affects his skin. And literally our boy Shigaraki is awakening. These guys are just giving him the biggest boost, and it's the one that we need to see, because the villains really need to do more out here, and that's exactly what they're doing. And at the same time, he's just there awakening his haki, his senses were sharpening, and I love the way he's just there like, I truly exist only to destroy. And of course, the reason why Destro also resents this is because he wants to build a future, but Shigaraki wants to destroy everything. So they're literally opposing morals. But yo, don't you guys think on page 5 here, Destro looks a lot like Al from Fullmetal Alchemist, but in like a shaded tone. Now let's get into Shigaraki's origin story. Now first of all, I just want to say domestic abuse is not cool, bro. Like what his dad does in this chapter, you a douchebag, bro. You really need to catch these hands. And Shigaraki probably gave those to you. But I'm not saying what Shigaraki did was right either, because we haven't seen that yet. But like I said, you kind of fucking pushed him to it. But at the same time, I get where his father's coming from. It's like a clash of mental stability. But let's get into the origin. So it's literally trauma on trauma, but long story short, in the Shimura household they're not allowed to bring up anything on heroes, and that is due to Shigaraki's father having his mother being Nana Shimura, and of course she wasn't there to play the part of his life because she had died to All For One in the clash of the One For All versus the All For One battles. And Shigaraki himself wanted to be a hero. Now I was pretty kind of mind blown. You can also see it coming, but damn, our boy Shigaraki actually had dreams to becoming a hero. He could have been a hero at some point. He possibly will, maybe in the future of My Hero Academia, like right near the end. But damn, man, literally. So yeah, Shigaraki also looked up to heroes, and it's shocking that he also looked up to All Might. And of course he used to play like hero games as a child, and his father literally abused him for it. As in the first thing we see, he throws him outside. Well, we don't see him throwing him, but he tells him stay outside and don't come in until you've literally thought about what you've done, and you just see him sitting in the corner with his dog. But a part to take note is where we see Shigaraki talking to his mother, and she's just there comforting him, and he's just there like they're talking about his allergy, his rash, and he says it gets itchy when I'm at home, and of course it's due to the harbored feelings inside at home, like all that stress and tension. I believe that's what made his quirk a bit more erratic. I think there could have been better control to it. And I also forgot to mention they thought Shigaraki was quirkless, and I think there's a certain age you develop quirks, and that is by 5, and Shigaraki had not developed his quirk. Well, he had it there, but it just didn't awaken yet. And of course I'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, this could also relate to Deku. Something might have happened belonged there, but I do still think that the doctor has stolen Deku's quirk. But that is for a future video and theory. And let's just get into page 10 as well. I just want to talk about how Kid Shigaraki has some good ideals. He says, "What adults say is law, which is why all I wanted was for you guys to say one thing. But this home that my father built gently denied everything that I was." Literally crumbled him, and you decayed him to be what he is today. Like, come on. But anyway, let's continue. And we get more context from that scene where we see Shigaraki talking to his sister, and he sees the picture of Nana Shimura, his grandmother. And yeah, so he believed that there was no heroes in his family, but once he saw Nana Shimura, it just brought all his hopes up. He was like, yo, like my family actually had heroes in it. And this is where his quirk actually awakens. I think from the thrill and the aspiration and just knowing the sense that he had a hero in his family, it just made him so happy that he was able to awaken his quirk. And you notice this by when he's playing with his dog, he just randomly screams ouch and his hand starts stinging, and I believe that's when his decay awakened. And of course his father notices that someone's been in his office, and they probably saw the picture of their grandmother. And listen, Hana, you're a snitch, bruv. I know this is what kids do, but the way she tries to say that it was Shigaraki's fault when she's the one who went to find the picture and show him, and he just gets abused because of it. You see his dad trying to give him some hefty slaps. Like, come on, man. But I swear I really feel bad for kid Shigaraki, man. The thing that really hits me on page 15 is the way he's looking at his family and just calling out for help. The way he just sees his grandmom, his mom, his sister, and he's just there like, help me, don't just watch, hey, somebody help me. And he knows that no one's damn helping him at this point. Like, how can he mentally be stable when shit like that is happening in his lifetime? Like, these things, and especially when it's to do with children, that shit affects you like crazy. So of course it's gonna be, you know, this savage person that wants to destroy everything. And of course right in the end we see Shigaraki hugging his dog, crying out and saying how he hates everything, and you just see a little bit of disintegration coming. And I'm pretty sure this is where he decays everyone in his family. Like, come on, man, you didn't have to do Monchan like that. By the way, that's the dog. And it looks like he's about to be the first one to be decayed. Like, there's too much abuse in one chapter, man. So once again, long story short, our boy Shigaraki could have possibly been a hero, but these guys denied him of it, or his father denied him of everything he actually aspired to be. And what does he now seek? To destroy goddamn everything. Now I just want to bring up something that Horikoshi has actually incorporated so well into this. So you get this sense of realism, like the problems that these like villains go through are things that people in real life have gone through, and these are things that can mentally affect you. And it shows that not everyone has this hero or there's something that they can look forward to, and that just shows you how Shigaraki's mind frame worked. Instead of this, he's now looking towards destruction. Like, once again, he could have been a hero. His quirk awakened because of his happiness towards heroes, not for, you know, killing people. But now in the end where he just says, I hate everyone, you know, that just impaired him to be this psycho. But without a doubt, man, right now Shigaraki has got to be a favorite. He's so savage, he's doing so well, he's literally leveled up so high. And especially with this Destro fight, it's going to awaken the shit out of him. Especially with the way he's just reacted to his powers and how he's just seeing everything a lot more clearer. And I actually really love the growth of his quirk. The way he was able to hold on to and decay Destro's move. That's just so nuts. I never thought about using the decay power like that. But I guess there's a ton more that we can see with his quirk. And we still don't know if he's got multiple quirks. I believe that he does. And I also like the way things are being retracted. Like the way Destro first underrated Shigaraki, and now he's literally coming out with all the smoke, and Destro is now, you know, seeing that he's proven himself. And I still believe that this battle is actually going to be a three-way type of battle. I think Gigantomachia, Destro and Shigaraki will all fight at the same time. Like, it will be something crazy, I'm hoping. I want to talk a little bit more about Shigaraki's quirk once again, and how it awakened due to his thoughts of being a hero. And I still do believe his quirk would have been something to protect people. As we saw, he used his quirk to decay Destro's attack, and he would have been able to protect people with his quirk as much as it is like a vile, deadly quirk. And I believe that Nana Shimura's quirk that Deku should have actually has a balance for Shigaraki's quirk, or his quirk itself. But we'll get into more of this later. And let's just end things there. Bro, this chapter was nuts. I absolutely loved it. I just don't know, it wasn't much going on in action wise, but with the story development and just seeing things for as it is, I thought it was a really good chapter, especially with the points coming across from it. It wasn't just a simple chapter, you know, you got some mental stability and things to think about out of this one. But I'm really hyped to see that fight coming soon. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll be back with some theories. I actually have some huge ones in mind, so be sure to keep an eye out for that and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As of usual, I'll see you in the next one. I hope you have a fantastic great day, and peace.